Y'all, Tony Rich finally spoke. The silence around Claressa Shields did not break gently. It cracked. What emerged was not a rumor, not a slip, but confirmation that something critical had been deliberately contained. The image presented to the world promised strength, loyalty, and transparency. What now lingers is the suggestion of management, pressure, and calculated restraint. This is not about one's secret. It is about why questions were never allowed to form. Timing stopped making sense. Reactions felt measured instead of human. Voices closest to the situation grew cautious, selective, controlled. Tony Rich did not accuse. He revealed a pattern by acknowledging what was carefully avoided. And avoidance is never neutral. It is strategic. When truth threatens structure, systems respond with silence. This story forces an uncomfortable reframe. What if admiration was engineered? What if loyalty was leveraged? What if the mystery was necessary? Because once you recognize the machinery behind the image, you realize the exposure is not what was hidden, but how long everyone was expected to accept not knowing. Y'all, brace yourselves, because what I'm about to reveal is going to blow your mind and shake the celebrity world to its very core. Allegedly, Claressa Shields, the boxing queen we all thought we knew, has been living a double life so shocking that it's leaving fans speechless. Behind the scenes, while she's been trending as Papooses' ride-or-die, loyal partner, the truth allegedly tells a far darker story. Sources claim Claressa has been secretly involved in an explosive affair with her ex-fiancé, Tony Rich, and the details that have just surfaced are nothing short of jaw-dropping. And if you think that's intense, wait, it gets even worse. According to reports from Tasha K., the proof of this scandal isn't just hearsay. We're talking leaked audio tapes, private voice notes, and hidden chats that allegedly document every intimate, manipulative, and secretive moment between Claressa and Tony. These aren't vague rumors. Fans allegedly have evidence showing them caught in a luxury 5-star hotel, physically and emotionally entwined in ways most would never expect. Hugging, kissing, and private gestures of allegedly, this is more than just an affair. It's a study in manipulation, secrecy, and emotional strategy, showing just how far some celebrities will allegedly go to protect a public image while privately scheming. Fans reportedly can't stop watching, discussing, and sharing the scandal, as the story exposes the devastating consequences of deception, double lives, and strategic betrayal. Y'all, this is reportedly a cultural moment in celebrity history, a scandal so explosive it's shaking the very foundation of trust in the public eye. Allegedly, Claressa's dual life, Tony's complicity, and Papooses' heartbreak have created a story that's impossible to ignore, one that will leave audiences stunned, shocked, and talking for weeks to come. When Tony Rich began outlining the dynamics surrounding Claressa Shields, the most disturbing element was not accusation but repetition. He spoke of behaviors that resurfaced across situations, relationships, and timelines. Support was offered, then quietly weaponized. Loyalty was praised publicly, yet privately tested. Access became conditional. Silence became expectation. This was not chaos. It was structure. And structure, when powered by imbalance, produces control without ever naming itself. The language used was always protective, always justified. But protection that cannot be questioned is no longer care. It is leverage operating behind approval. Tony Rich described a pattern where emotional proximity translated into influence. The closer someone moved toward the center, the more carefully they were expected to speak. Dissent was not punished loudly. It was met with distance, withdrawal, and subtle exclusion. That absence functioned as discipline. Over time, individuals learned to self-regulate. They softened questions. They reframed discomfort as misunderstanding. They accepted imbalance as the cost of belonging. This is how power avoids resistance. It convinces people they chose the silence themselves. Compliance became invisible, normalized, and eventually defended by those most constrained. What appeared publicly as unwavering support began to resemble transaction. Resources, opportunities, and emotional reassurance. Social media reportedly erupted, with fans dissecting every clip, replaying every moment, and sharing screenshots that seemed to confirm the most shocking allegations. Claressa and Tony were allegedly actively plotting to exploit Papooses' fame and wealth while maintaining appearances, leaving the public questioning whether any of her social media posts were genuine. Sources claim that Papoose, blindsided by the revelation, faced the cruel irony of being betrayed in the same way he had allegedly maneuvered in his own past relationships. His heartbreak was reportedly raw, palpable, and intensely human, exposing the vulnerability behind the public persona of a man used to control and influence. Meanwhile, Tony Rich's involvement reportedly added a second explosive dimension to the scandal. Fans allegedly saw a triangle of secrecy, intimacy, and betrayal that kept them talking nonstop. And then there's Remy Ma, whose biting, sarcastic, and uncensored commentary reportedly made the story spread even faster, amplifying every emotional reaction and ensuring that no part of the internet remained untouched by the chaos. According to sources, Remy Ma mocked Papooses' blind trust while emphasizing how Claressa allegedly mirrored the manipulative behavior he had once been accused of, creating a tragic symmetry that only fueled the scandal further. As the leaks continued to surface, Claressa reportedly went into a visible spiral, allegedly scrambling to perform damage control. Sources claim she attempted to discredit Tasha K, framing the evidence as misleading or taken out of context. But by the time she responded, allegedly the content had already gone viral, with every clip, chat, and voice note shared and analyzed across multiple platforms. Fans reportedly compared private conversations to public behavior, scrutinizing timestamps, messages, and even gestures captured in the recordings. The emerging narrative reportedly made it impossible to deny that Claressa had been living a double existence, maintaining a perfect public image while secretly orchestrating betrayal behind closed doors. The scope of the scandal reportedly left fans in utter shock, forcing them to question celebrity relationships, trust, and the authenticity of public personas. Every new piece of evidence allegedly added layers of tension, heartbreak, and disbelief, painting a picture of betrayal that unfolded like a slow-motion disaster. Allegedly, Claressa's actions mirrored behaviors she had publicly condemned in others, creating irony and emotional intensity that fans couldn't ignore. Papoose reportedly became both a victim of trust betrayed and a symbol of how private ambition can overshadow public appearances. By the time this part of the scandal fully unfolded, the allegedly leaked evidence had reportedly transformed For viewers watching this explosive drama unfold, it's more than just a story. It's reportedly a warning, a lesson, and a spectacle all at once. The leaks, the betrayal, and the heartbreak demand attention, and the internet is obsessed with every new revelation. So, ask yourself, what would you do if everything you believed in was a lie? Stay glued to the screen, because this saga is far from over. Allegedly, there are more shocking secrets, more intimate betrayals, and more heartbreaks still waiting to surface. Keep watching, keep questioning, and don't take anything at face value, because when the truth drops, nothing will ever look the same again. Millions are watching, millions are reacting, and the story reportedly continues to explode across social media, making it impossible to ignore. The scandal is defining a generation, and you're witnessing it live as it unfolds, minute by minute. If you want to stay ahead of every twist and revelation, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because every new leak, clip, and commentary will be broken down here first. Comment below with your reactions, theories, and predictions, because the public conversation is part of the chaos. Who do you think is truly guilty? Who played the cleverest game? And who will survive this storm? This story isn't just gossip. It's heartbreak, manipulation, and deception on a scale rarely seen in celebrity culture. And as it keeps unfolding, every new leak will spark outrage, disbelief, and viral frenzy. Don't blink, because 1 second of distraction could mean missing the next bombshell. The saga of Claressa Shields, Papoose, and Tony Rich is far from over, and you'll want to be front row for every shocking revelation. Remember, this is the scandal that has everyone talking, the drama that defines celebrity culture in 2026, and the story that will keep social media ablaze for months. Stay tuned, Stay engaged and keep watching because when the truth hits, nothing will ever be the same again.